Hey everyone, Gina here. I'm back today with the Beads of the Month Club that I received for November. I've got the double 2-hole beads, also the Crystals Companion Pack and their Findings Companion Pack to open up with you guys today. And you can check out their website for all the details. They've got several different types of clubs you can sign up to and different sizes, and you're welcome to add on these companion packs if you'd like to, with no additional shipping cost if you're a Bead Club member. So check out their website. I have that listed down below. And if you are a new subscriber, I have a coupon code. It's OPAL10, OPAL 10. That will save you 10% off your first Bead Club if you would like to try them out. So let's go ahead and get into the companion packs, and then we can talk about the main bead club back there in our theme Wicked Good. First of all, we've got a Findings companion pack that came in antique silver this month, and there is a little peek at the back. We've got everything listed here. And if you are interested in signing up for the additional Findings companion pack, it's $12.95 a month right now. And they rotate through different colors of findings. They're very high quality and unique pieces that you find in these packages, which I think matches the types of beads that you get really well in terms of quality and the care that they put into picking out all of these little goodies. They're beyond what you might basically pick up in your local craft store, and usually a little bit special. So let me just go down the list as I'm checking out what's in this package. And it looks like first we've got a fancy alligator clip clasp. Let's see if I can locate that. That would be this one here. Lovely. It's got a floral detail and it is on both sides. This has a good weight to it, and check that spring action there. Works really, really well. So that is in the antique silver, as you can see, and I like that additional detail. So that's something different and big enough you could use that for some type of a purse charm, bag charm, journal charm, other type of craft project, or something where you're using heavier beads, and that would definitely stand up to those. So next up is a loop and ball toggle clasp. That would be this one right here. And this is also the same on both sides, kind of simple. Great to have on hand, kind of has those oval shaped loops on either side. And we've also got, says a flower lobster clasp. Actually, that's what we looked at before. This is the alligator clasp. Check this out. That is so interesting. So you could use this for a pin or a brooch or a hair accessory too. But look at that beautiful detail. It's got some hammering back there. And even the bottom is in really good shape. All right, so next, got a couple of these rhinestone filigree post earring findings. There's a pair of these. Get close up on those. The rhinestones look like they have a little bit of an AB or Aurora Borealis coating, because you can see that rainbow color showing up and that reflectivity, and beautiful kind of lacy pattern in that antique silver. Couple loops there at the bottom. And that is what it looks like on the back. Comes with the little post findings, little stoppers. And also, they've included 2 of these antique silver bails. These coordinate really well with the other findings too, with their filigree designs. And it says that the shapes and sizes of these might vary. I do like the fact that I've got two different sizes here. One's a little bit longer than the other, and they also have their design going around the entire bale. All right, next up, we have some of these ball head pins. These are a 23 gauge. They're 2 inches long, and we have a total of 10 pieces. We also have some twisted jump rings, which is a good example of something different that you get in these findings companion packs. You get a lot of oval jump rings too, which I love. And I also really enjoy these twisted jump rings because they are a basic item, but these give it an extra detail and take on it that's usually different than a lot of us might already have. And there are 2 of these twisted branch, let's see, Tiara Cast 2-loop branch links. So you can see they've got a loop on either side, and that branch design in the antique silver, which is a lot of fun, goes with some of that floral in the filigree, but all of these coordinate really well. Got a couple of earring stoppers here in case you wanted to use those instead of the other backs. And this piece right here, which I'm thinking might go with the lobster clasp. Just looking down my list, and this is an additional loop with a loop inside. All right, so that's a look at our findings companion pack, at least the one that I received for this month. They don't always necessarily go specifically in theme with the beads that you get, but over time they do rotate the colors and the items inside. So it's such a great way to build up your stash and not have to think about buying findings separately, and also having things that are unique and of good quality that go with the good quality of the beads that they send. So I do highly recommend that if you want to add that onto your bead subscription or regular bead club rotation. And then another companion pack that they offer, this is the crystals, in which you can find Swarovski type of products, either the Swarovski, whether it's genuine as they indicate on the front, or something that is very similar. Because as we know, you can't get your hands on these Swarovski beads much anymore. And inside, for this companion pack, we've got a selection of 3 different items. Here's a peek at these. And this add-on is another $15.95 a month, but no additional shipping cost if you add this on to one of your existing bead clubs. It will ship right along with that. Let's take a look at the first item on the top, which is the Olivine Dragonfly Pendant. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. Let me hold this up to the light. It's got that thick Austrian crystal and the clarity, but also the extra shimmer, because you can see how that's cut around the outside. Very smooth, cleanly drilled, and a little bit asymmetrical. Next up, we've got a set of 6 8mm white opal lemon bicones. A little bit milky and just a hint of lemon yellow in these bicones, along with the opal white, and the light really picks up that pale yellow in particular. Try to hold one of these up and just see. It's beautiful. Larger size bicones. And just like the findings, they don't necessarily go with your bead club, but in many cases you can coordinate these pieces with what you received. And then the third selection here is a bag containing 24 of the aqua rounds in the 5mm size. These are like a sky blue. Beautiful clarity and sparkle for these as well, and a round shape with the faceting still all around the outside. Lots of transparency and lots of that medium blue color. All right, so now that we've checked out our companion packs, let's take a look at the main bead club I received. This one is in the theme Wicked Good. I love the fact that these are put together, all of their bead clubs, with a special theme and color scheme. And when I peeked at this one, taking it out of the package, I saw the theme, and I have been wanting to see the movie Wicked, and I've been behind in some of these movies that I want to see. So I actually did sit down and watch it so I could really enjoy the unboxing a little bit more and take in these beads and maybe be a little extra inspired. So these are the 2-hole beads that I received in the rotation. So with the rotation, it's great if you can't decide what specific beads you want to get, if you want to just, keep it fresh and get something different every month. It's really nice to sign up for that. However, if you know you only want 2-hole beads of the month and you want those every month, you're welcome to sign up for just this club. And you're also welcome to sign up for more than one club every month as well. Also to note, this is the double size, so you do get twice as many beads in your club as you would in the single size. So you still get the same number and selection of beads, it's just twice the quantity you would see in the single club. So this one's $39.95 a month. The single rotating club is $22.95 a month, at least right now. And again, check out their website for all of those specific details and for more information. And you will get a variety of 2-hole beads. There's so many types out there, not just the ones you see me open up today. So let's just go ahead and take a little sneak peek here at our beads. Of course, we've got, I love it, the pink and the green. And to balance those colors out, we've got the black, which you can put with both of these color selections. And just look, I love the fact that they've got the super duos, the green and the pink, in those duo colors. So let's get started. I'm gonna open this up. There's a look at the list. I'm gonna pull out my ceramic tray. And I'm gonna put some findings in here, and we'll take a look at all of these and lay everything out, starting with the chalk green luster Rula beads. That's these right here. There are 14 grams contained in this little package. These are in a lovely, very light celery green. So it looks like the lightest green of the package in these glossy, lustrous green Rula beads. You can see those 2 holes clearly, and one of those beads where it's kind of like a bar bead. And if you sit it like that, you can see that it makes a circle shape from looking at it at that angle. All right, so next we have the mini silky beads in jet. It's that package right here. We have 70 pieces in this container. These are just like the regular size, but smaller. And they even do have the little detail going on the top of the silky beads, which differentiates those from the bottom, which are just solid and flat. And they're kind of like a tile bead, but the holes are drilled on an angle, so they sit more at like a diamond shape as opposed to just straight up and down. So those are in the matte black. And there's so many beads in these packages. Just putting some of them in the tray, but there's, as you can see, a lot more that I'm reserving out that won't even fit in there. All right, next we have the Jet Picasso piggy beads. Which are these? There's 40 pieces included in this flip top container. And these are one that remind me of a check glass cup button, except for the fact that you can see the holes are drilled off center. But that actually makes them really interesting when you do a project with these piggy beads. They can make, I don't know, like a blossom type shape. They are challenging to work with, which I happen to enjoy. You get some of the more basic 2-hole beads, but also you see some of these pop up, which just kind of make you scratch your head, like, what am I gonna do with that? But then those are some of the most fun projects, I think, because really helps to expand your horizons, help you think outside of the box, and maybe come up with something that you didn't expect, or seek out a pattern, because it's nice to do that too, and see what other people have done with these shapes. So these have the, let's see, Picasso finish. As you can see, they're not just a straight shiny jet black. They've got a little bit of the smattering of grayish, steel blue, little mustard, and how those show up differently on the different beads. And then next up, we have, bringing in some of our pink, some of the mini gem duos in the chalk lila luster. There's 14 grams in this container. Really sweet bubblegum pink color, extra luster and shine to the finish, which is kind of subtle, but does give that an extra glossy appearance on the outside of these little diamond shapes, just like their regular gem duo counterpart, except in the smaller size. A little bit of a difference between the top and the bottom of the bead and the hole that runs through each of those pointed ends. All right, that brings us to our gold shine olive. No, let's go to this one. The pink travertine pyramids in the 12mm size. There's 10 pieces in this container. These are our largest and chunkiest beads in this club this month. I just love these, especially in bracelets, but I've also incorporated these in some earrings. You can check those out in past videos where I've shared what I've done with some of these bead clubs in the past. I do have a couple of videos dedicated just to that. But anyway, these are that pyramid shape, 12mm size, 10 pieces. Like I said, they have the pink color, which you can mix with those little mini gem duos we just saw. And they also have that extra finish with the travertine, which makes them look a little bit more stone-like. I've got a lot of dimension to these beads, the 2 holes that run parallel through the base, and then they're flat on the bottom. All right, now we're gonna go to our Gold Shine Dark Olivine Ginkgo beads, 14 grams in this package. That's like a perfect wicked green color, I have to say. That's spot on. All right, so these have a little bit of a sheen to them. Gorgeous, fully coated, and opaque, ginkgo leaf shape, one side being rounded, one side being pointed. Lots of really interesting bead weaving projects out there you can do with these. And I should also mention that on the invoice that comes with your package every month, make sure you look at the bottom because they do offer a selection of a couple of free patterns every month that change along with your bead rotation. You can go to that link, plug it into your search bar, and download those patterns or print them out. And over time, you can gain a pretty nice collection of beading patterns that way. And a lot of those include some of these unique shapes. All right. And then we're going to wrap it up with these two. These are the duets, those super duos that contain two different colors, one on either side. Just love this for the Wicked theme. How perfect is that? There's 20 grams in each of these tubes. So a lot of these to play with and lots of possibilities here, especially if you wanted to play up that theme. First are the black and pink, as you can see, and they do have a bit of an extra luster sheen or coating on the outside. These have the combination of the lighter pink, almost leaning a little bit lilac, with the black on the other side. So you get that really interesting half and half color combination, which you can do a lot of interesting things with in your projects once those are included. If you are intentional with how you decide to lay those out, those can be a fun challenge as well. And then finally, we have our green and black super duos. These have more of a sage green color along with the black. And I also like the variations of green that they included this month. It's not all the same tone like we saw in the ginkgos, which are, I think, spot on. But we also have these in more of a sage. We had the Rula beads in the chalk green and that lighter celery color that, you know, bring a little bit more of depth to the palette and possibilities when you put all these together. So that wraps it up today for the Beads of the Month Club, the rotation that I'm on right now at least. Next month I'll receive, I believe, the Hot and Trendy Beads of the Month Club, as well as the 2 companion packs, which I'm really excited about. And before I wrap it up, I do want to mention there was a special insert that came this month in the package. And I won't read it all for you, but I do want to let you know that it looks like coming January 17th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, there is a special event coming with the lovely Danielle Wicks. She's doing a live stream, and it looks like there's going to be a special selection of seed beads in their Seed Beads Club. So it talks about how you can get your hands on those before that happens. It looks like they've got some key dates here, and you might want to send them an email or give them a call and find out how you can get on that if you want to participate in that special live event, which is something brand new for them that I haven't seen them do yet before, and that should be very exciting. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Again, as a reminder, you can use the coupon code OPAL10, OPAL10. That will be down below, as well as the link to the Beads of the Month Club website. And you can get on that rotation or pick out whatever club speaks to you, including seed beads, delicas, hot and trendy, gemstone beads, and more. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I hope to see you all again real soon. In the meantime, have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.